like we have one of those games where he and Isaiah Thomas is on stride in terms of their offense.
4 and 6 in bench scoring in the NBA, and the Suns bench getting it done again. Traveling violations.
I mean, what was Ariza thinking about? Not only did he travel, but he double dribble.
Martin's got, what was that? What is Norris Cole thinking? Hassan Whiteside, what? That was unbelievable. Hassan Whiteside gave the ball to Norris Cole, and then Norris Cole didn't like the inbound, evidently, because he didn't think Whiteside was already all the way out, and then he gave it back to Whiteside out of bounds. I mean, it was already in bounds. I don't know, what is he thinking?
Put him there, and it's a great opportunity.
Well, when people ask me, I just say, ask Jim.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
It's a lob on the inbounds, and apparently the Kings forgot most base plays for the Warriors. Whoa. That was a sideline inbound breakdown like you rarely see.
Well, I've seen the Kings just fall asleep defensively many times tonight. To the Kings, and I'll speak about that in a minute. You talk about falling asleep. DeMarcus Cousins stayed right out at the top of the circle.
Here's Thomas driving on Jefferson, bottled up.
Whoa, he double dribbled.
No call. Thomas puts it up and gets the roll.
Thomas violated league rules of the game 3 times in one play and scored in the process. It started when he dribbled towards Hornets center Al Jefferson and stepped out of bounds. Then he jumped, landed back on earth with the ball in his hands and traveled. The official signaled that Jefferson deflected his shot, but Thomas regained possession in mid-air. Lastly, he restarted his dribble, which would result in a double dribble. All 3 calls were missed by officials, and Thomas ended up scoring 2 points. Lance Thomas.
Turkoglu right in front of the Portland bench, getting no encouragement from that group. Clippers have a timeout left if needed. Chris Paul, he'll double clutch, back it up, in and out. DJ shoot the ball.
DJ got the rebound and thought the game was over. All he had to do was put it in. It was the shot clock buzzer that sounded, not the game buzzer.
Wow, let's watch it.
I mean, how close does he come on this? But tell me that it's the buzzer of the shot clock. And DJ,
look at that ball.
DJ grabs it. He's got a .7 to score. He thought game over. And Chris is telling him, shoot it.
Oh, wow.
Watch this from this angle. He's right by the rim.
All he has to do is put it in because
the shot clock stopped.
He had 0.7 of a second to get off a shot. That's unbelievable. And DeAndre's angry with himself. Wow.
The rebound to Brooklyn. A good move. And then the shot short. Jack kind of touch pass. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Did the goal move?
What was that?
Oh my goodness. Oh. I always say give me some butter with that roll. Put that roll.
Westbrook 3 of 8 for 6 points for the Thunder. Conley has his pocket picked by Waiters. And he misses the layup, and the Grizzlies didn't follow him down to the other end.
Ball get laid off, so it kind of got him out of rhythm.
is a moving screen, and that will be an offensive foul. Harrison Barnes and Lance Stevenson took a shot in the mouth. Steve Clifford, a long-time assistant coach, and I think his staff did an excellent job a year ago beating the Warriors both times they played. They had the Warrior offensive system down. They knew the rotations defensively.
You know, this is just a simple play where you throw the ball to the post and you make a cut and you make a split and usually try to avoid the man, by the way. And this has been around since Naismith. Throw to the post.
I got to see that replay again. Which hand hit Lance Stevenson in the face? It's almost like when he got bumped, he slapped himself in the mouth. I mean, Harrison's hands are down by his waist, and Stevenson slapped himself with his left hand.
4 assists and another steal. Living just a little bit dangerously and misses it, but Collison backpacks the rebound. The trailer is Anthony Morrow. No.
Oh, he got lucky that time. And here's Fed.
That will not make the highlights.
Fred in disarray that time, so he threw the ball into oblivion. Crowd got a kick out of that.
What on earth was that? I don't know.
Me! After years of putting everybody else on blast, Ernie finally sets me up.
Oh, my goodness. You got to get off of that.
Ernie set me up.
You got to get off of that.
Yes,
I
he
had
did.
nothing to do with that.
Ernie set me up. He wrapped the cord around my leg, and
Wow.
there it is.
Oh, my goodness.
Man, you know what?
We were concerned that you don't be concerned. I went to stuntman school.
No, that ain't stuntman school. I like the bet. I want to see the bet.
Hey,
I want to see the bet. Oh, my
We
goodness.
got to see the bet. The one that. Here it is.
Shaq to the foot. We're up here 30 feet now. I'll jump off right now.
Oh, don't
say I
do that.
won't.
Shaq to the
Please
foot.
don't.
Say I won't. I'll jump off
Put me
right
in
now.
your wheel and I'll let you try it.
So, hey, there's a special coming up.
That's right,
Another
Shaq-
one.
Shaq in the
What are you celebrating now? The 77th
Oh,
episode?
God,
Come on, man.
77, 23
Every time you turn around, there's a new Shaq to the Fool.
Do you have that? In your contract, you have to be in every commercial and everything on every channel?
I don't have a contract. I'm just set.
June 10th at 8:30.
all.
There's another Shaq to the Fool finale. If you miss that one on June 10th, there'll be another
23
one
more
on June
shows.
11th.
I'll be
I'm sure.
syndicated.
Yeah.
I'll be like Good Times in Sanford and Son around here.
Things are only going to get worse because it's time for Shaq and a Fool, isn't it, big fella?
Sure is. Let's go. Theme music. Theme music.
Hey, Shaq the Fool.
Chuck, can't hear you.
He's Shaq the Fool.
Okay, Chuck, one more time.
He's Shaq
Chuck.
the Fool.
Yeah.
They're two bad actors.
Number 1, Yusuf Nurkic. I literally have no idea what's happening here. This man is playing hot potato by himself.
What are you doing? What are you doing? No, JaVale McGee even said, what are you doing? Are you serious? Oh, my gosh.
I love that one.
Oh, this is stupid. I saw this.
Instead of
I would
playing
find
defense,
the whole team.
the Lakers
I would've
decide
find
to
the
have
whole
a
team.
pep talk.
I would have found the whole team.
Oh,
Everybody
no.
included. Yo, and I would have fired Jeremy Lin twice because he was talking.
Sean Marion also on this Cleveland roster. Joe Harris now in the game, the rookie out of Virginia.
saw the statement from Knicks President Phil Jackson. The steal by DeRozan. And he spins and then blows the layup. Now Hardaway drops it off for Jason Smith. Hardaway in a similar situation last night, Clyde.
Right. Let's take a look at DeRozan. He can jump at 6'7".
Chris Paul. This looks something like Kevin Hart would do in a celebrity game.
This is fun. Oh, my God.
Get off my back, Kevin.
Let me get a rebound.
Hey, I tell you what, Chris Paul is the best leader in the NBA, man.
First half. Right now he's at 9.7 rebounds.
Try a flat pass.
Yeah, he threw it away. And Tony Allen's going to score. Oh, he's not. What a horrible layup.
But look at the work to get it back.
Yeah, and then he missed it again. Ed Davis back to Tony Allen, and it's blocked. Tony Allen 4 times, 5 times. Tony Allen has got it. Look at him. Got his hands on his head. He missed 4 layups.
Are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness. This is a flat breakaway here. Lays it. Oops, the rim blocks it. Gets it, but nice hustle. He gets it back. But then he throws up a brick and just continues to throw up mortar.
That's 4 layups,
wow.
And then Koufos was on the rim.
Wow. So Allen now 0 for 5.
It's about 5 seconds difference between the clocks, so they should have time. Aaron holds his dribble out. 10 to shoot, 9. Nate Merritt hits the screen. Gunn to Snell. Fires. Nope. Rebound. Powell. And a whistle on a foul.
Oh, see that? Hey, I tell you what. With all the switching that Washington does, that time you got Garrett Temple on the backside boards trying to box out the 7-footer, Pau Gasol. Now watch, shot goes up, they're switching. Now you force Garrett Temple to have to box out the Bulls, 2 big guys, and Pau Gasol right there just puts him in the basket, goes up, grabs his arm, and he's going to the foul line.
Johnson throws it, intercepted. Knight, 2 seconds, 1 second. Oh, he missed it at the horn.
Never seen anything like that. My goodness.
We are going to double overtime on a missed layup by Brandon Knight.
Boy, Bogdanovich makes a run at him, but can't catch him. I think Knight has to at least flinch a touch to think that the defender is going to get back there and make a play of some sort.
One of the most rudimentary of basketball plays was there for Brandon Knight to win it in Brooklyn. Joe Johnson got caught in no man's land, waited a long time, and here's Brandon Knight. He would have beaten the clock.
Oh yeah, that was the 1 second and change on that. Joe goes off, leaves his feet here. Watch now what happens. You leave your feet, you float. Great step in. I think the only thing I could think of that distracted him was the fact that he knew that somebody was from behind.
There's shock from the Nets bench. Jason Kidd believes his team has a win at the horn.
Wow. You can't make that up. That's a crazy script right there. You just can't make it up.
Double overtime at Barclays Center on a wild finish.
As I always say, the worst thing that should happen to you, if you have possession with the last shot, it's a tied score, you go to overtime. Boy, was that ever ducking a bullet right there. Oof.
But how does it play out? Do the Nets take this and run with it, that they were given this second chance? Do the Bucks crumble after knowing they were that close to getting a win? Or does it go the other way?
Well, here's that step in. And you know what? He's a right-handed shooter. He pushes it from the left side to the right side, and look at behind him. Towels are flying.
It could not have timed out any better for Milwaukee.
As I said, you can't write a script positively or negatively to not win a game on that type of play. Or
it was on a silver platter for the Bucks, and it clouds what took place for the Nets, which was a poor final possession.
Absolutely. Yeah,
take a look.
Yeah, this is clearly a good bucket.
If it goes down, it beats the clock.
Yeah, no question. That was never a question, because when he got into his shot, there was just under 2 seconds left.
And maybe he heard footsteps from Bogdanovich.
That's the only thing I can think of that.